Hi, I'm Alan in central Thailand. We're doing a series on Thai temples, and this week we're going to do the White Temple, which is a spectacular temple, and it's the #1 tourist spot for visiting temples. Although I always feel that the Grand Temple in Bangkok might have the edge, but there you go, personal sort of opinion. The Grand Temple's very impressive, but the White Temple is awesome. So let's get on with it. Wat Rung Kun, perhaps better known to Farangs as the White Temple, is a privately owned art exhibition in the style of a Buddhist temple in Chang Rai. It is owned by Chalamchai Kositputpat, who designed, constructed and opened it to visitors in 1997. By the end of the 20th century, the original Wat Rung Kun was in a bad state of repair. Funds were not available for renovation. Kositputpat, a local artist from Chang Rai, decided to completely rebuild the temple and fund the project with his own money. To date, he has spent 1,080,000 baht on the project. The artist intends for the area adjacent to the temple to be a centre of learning and meditation, and for people to gain benefit from the Buddha's teachings. Kositputpat considers the temple to be an offering to Buddha and believes the project will give him immortal life. Today the works are ongoing, but are not expected to be completed until 2070. The bridge of the cycle of rebirth, the main building at the White Temple, the Ubasat, is reached by crossing a bridge over a small lake. Two fierce guardians protect the way. People must cross the bridge, bypassing temptation to enter heaven. The bridge proclaims that the way to happiness is by foregoing temptation, greed and desire. Next to the lake stand two very elegant half-human, half-bird creatures from Buddhist mythology. Gate of Heaven. After crossing the bridge, the visitor arrives at the Gate of Heaven, guarded by two creatures representing death, who decide the fate of the dead. In front of the Ubasat are several meditative Buddha images. The principal building, the Ubasat, is an all-white building with fragments of mirrored glass embedded in the building's exterior. The Ubasat embodies design elements from classic Thai architecture, such as a three-tiered roof and abundant use of naga serpents. The signature of Kositputpat on his work on the golden building in Wat Rung Kun. The colour white was chosen for Wat Rung Kun because the artist felt that gold, the usual colour for other temples in Thailand, was suitable to people who lust for evil deeds. The toilet building is gold in colour. A structure that stands out because of its colour, the Restroom Buildings, another very ornately decorated structure. This golden building represents the body, whereas the white Ubasat represents the mind. The gold symbolises how people focus on worldly desires and money. The white building represents the idea to make merit and focus on the mind instead of material things and possessions. Inside the temple, the decor swiftly moves from pristine white to fiery and bewildering. Murals depict swirling orange flames and demon faces interspersed with Western idols such as Michael Jackson, Freddy Krueger, Neo from The Matrix, Jake from Avatar, and a Transformer. Images of nuclear warfare, terrorist attacks such as the World Trade Center attack, and Spidey. The images hammer home the destructive impact that humans have had on Earth. The presence of Harry Potter, Superman and Hello Kitty confuse the message somewhat, but overall the message is clear. People are wicked. Enough of man's wicked deeds. Outside it's still a bit weird. In front of the bridge are hundreds of outstretched hands that symbolise unrestrained desire. The outstretched hands in a lake of damned souls reaching upwards represent worldly desires such as greed, lust, alcohol, smoking and other temptations. Look closely for small details such as what the hands may be holding. As in Thai tradition, the grounds contain some very ornate sculptures, like the no smoking or drinking ones, although these really represent the bad of humankind. And some for what? I've got no idea. On the 5th of May 2014, the temple was damaged by an earthquake. It was closed indefinitely. Chang Rai said on the 6th of May that he would demolish the structure for safety reasons and would not rebuild it. On the 7th of May 2014, after an engineering expert team inspected and affirmed that all the buildings in the compound were structurally unharmed by the quake, Chang Rai announced that he would restore the temple to its original state in 2 years and promised to devote his life to the work. Work on the temple seems to be pretty much ongoing. He also announced that the temple area would be open to visitors from the afternoon of the 8th of May 2014. The gallery building opened shortly after, but for some buildings, specifically the Uber site itself, visitors are only allowed to take pictures outside. The structure is open all year round. Admission for Thai nationals is free. For foreigners are required to pay 100 baht. Donations are accepted but are not to exceed 10,000 baht, as Chang Rai refuses to be influenced by big donors. What a man, eh? Yes, Wat Rung Kun is very much a tourist attraction. Don't compare it to the ancient temples found elsewhere in Thailand. Think of the White Temple as a stunning example of art and architecture constructed by a local artist to draw more visitors to his hometown. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Fascinating temple, wouldn't you agree? But I've got to go now because the hands have got me. I'll see you on the next temple.